Beneath the canopy of trees lies one of Houston's most historic campuses, Texas Southern University, where 25-year-old Helen Dawn Williams had big dreams.
She wanted to be a lawyer.
She was in her third year of law school, following in her father, Isaac Henderson's footsteps.
How many years have you been practicing law?
62 years.
62 years.
Yes.
Wow. Was that your dream, to pass the practice on to your daughter?
Yes, we talked about that.
Williams was an accomplished student, a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, but her dreams were cut short.
One day I got a call from the police, which told me that they found her body.
Williams' body was found far away from campus. She was found here in Montgomery County, buried in a shallow grave off the highway. But the mystery started a month earlier when she went missing.
I remember as a rookie detective hearing about Helen Dawn Williams' murder.
It's a case Houston Police Detective Darkus Shorten always wanted to help solve.
To have her life end in such a tragic way, and the conversation stops. We don't see billboards. We don't see anything about her case.
But if you look back at the evidence, you see why the case went cold. October 15th, 1993 is the day she went missing. Dawn, as her family called her, lived on Calumet Street, a few blocks from campus, with her husband, Raphael Williams.
And I hope that it's not any foul play, but I do know that she wouldn't go and do something like this.
Police believe that's where she was killed, her throat slashed, but the apartment was cleaned up with bleach before detectives arrived. And her red Volkswagen, investigators believe, was used to move her body.
What do you remember about the day Dawn disappeared?
When she came to my office that day, she was a little upset.
At the time, Virgie Mouton was dean of students at the law school, and Dawn worked in her office.
She confided in me and told me that she and her husband were not getting along. She had given him a greeting card. He tore it into pieces, and she was very upset. And she let me keep it. She just said, please keep it. So that was disheartening. But then she told me she would do everything she could to save her marriage.
Mouton would later turn the torn greeting card into police.
Come over to the table and we'll assign you teams.
While students launched searches, passing out flyers,
We just want to know she's still breathing.
looking for their missing classmate.
I guess for a long time, I just kept waiting. Well, they're going to resolve it, they're going to resolve it, they're going to resolve it.
James Douglas was dean of the law school.
What do you remember about Helen Dawn Williams?
She was cheerful, she was wonderful, she was a hard worker.
Douglas remembers their last conversation. Dawn wanted to be in the courtroom. She was involved in the student group that would later be named the Helen Dawn Williams Mock Trial Competition.
What impact did her death have on the law school here?
It was extremely shocking, and the fact that I guess the case was never solved, even though everybody think they know who did it, I think was even more hurtful.
Was her husband looked at as a suspect?
Yes,
Is he still a suspect?
yes, he's still a suspect. Unfortunately, her husband has passed away from an illness, but at this point now, we still have to move forward.
Forward with a new twist. Recent DNA testing found a match with an offender already in prison. A new avenue for cold case detectives to explore in the mystery that's puzzled a campus for decades.
That doesn't mean that that person or persons are the suspects. What it does, it just gives you more information to move forward. That individual may have known something, or that individual may have participated or have been at that location prior to her death.
While detectives work that lead,
This is the worst day of my family's life.
She was a daddy's girl.
Yeah.
this dad is busy packing up his office, finally retiring after a distinguished law career with a collection of family photos.
Texas Southern University Law School. the chance to see her develop her life, go through life, and perhaps have some pictures of grandkids up here can never be duplicated, and was ended when she died.
A reminder of the one case he never got to see finished, his daughters. Grace White, KHOU 11 News.